Hey guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is TJ. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. If you guys are already subscribed and are already family, welcome back. As you guys can see by the title of this video, I am going to be giving you guys the second video of my YouTuber 101 series. Just teaching new YouTubers how to start YouTube and things that they need, all that good stuff that people ask me all the time about doing YouTube. But for the start of this video, I wanted to shout out one of my subscribers. You guys, I want to start doing that for all of my videos, shouting out my subscribers. So drop a heart in the comments so I can shout you out. For this video, I wanted to shout out Felice TV. She's very supportive of my channel. Welcome, new subscriber. And thank you for being family. So the first thing I want to talk about is when and why you should start your YouTube channel. As you guys know, I have my notes here. I like to print my notes out from my phone so that I have them physically right here. So you should start a YouTube channel now. Now's the best time for you to start a YouTube channel if you haven't already started. And the reasons that you should start is that there's endless opportunities here on YouTube. So you should start now and stop thinking about starting and just start it. Just be yourself. Don't copy anybody's personality. Don't copy anybody's videos. Of course it's okay to get inspiration from people, but as far as like copying everything that somebody else is doing, you're not being original, and so your subscribers will know that you're not being original. There's this thing that one of my favorite YouTubers, her name is KDU. Shout out to you, girl. She said this thing, in order to start a YouTube channel, you need to have like 2 of 3 things. So I'll put the triangle like right here. And she said you need like a catchy personality, good editing, or a educational video. So something that I'm teaching people something. So she's telling the truth. She's very honest with that. You need to have 2 of the 3, and if you have 3 of the 3, then you're set to go. Be original, and what you do, and the right people will gravitate towards you. The things that you need to start a YouTube channel. People ask me this all the time in person. I would say an iPhone or a camera. You need a tripod. I got my tripod from Amazon. I actually have a few different ones. So I have this one that I use for whenever I'm out, like the grocery store or an event or something, so I can like hold it in my hand. There are different tripods, of course, that you can get to that like have stabilizers and stuff on them. This is just what I started off with. I also didn't start off with my camera, even though I already had a camera. I just started using my camera for YouTube. But I started off filming on my iPhone. Okay. Now, I'm actually gonna bring some stuff out to show you. So, like I said, an iPhone or a camera. I don't know about the Androids because I've never had an Android and used it for YouTube, and I don't know what apps they might have. If you're using your phone, you're going to need something like this. This is a, I'll show you guys, because a lot of my friends ask me about this, but it's like a double-sided thing where you can like stick it in the computer and also stick it inside of your phone. This will be linked. I got this from Amazon. It's like $30 or something. It's 256 gigabytes, and it allows you to basically back all your photos and your videos up, because I know using the iPhone to shoot and record your footage, your phone can get backed up, and that little thing that we hate, no storage, pops up, and that's one of the most annoying things. So I ended up getting this to help me download all the videos to here. The iMac that I have now, my husband just bought it in December, so I've been using this to plug it into the computer. But there's also this thing right here. Is how you can get, this is an adapter for the iPhone 2 where you can put SD cards in there in order to upload the footage from your camera once you have a camera to your iPhone to edit on your phone. But if you're just using your phone, then you're not necessarily going to need this, but you're going to need the other one. Now, my camera recommendations, I currently use my Nikon D5100 to record, but I've heard really good reviews about the Sony ZV-1 or the Canon M50. So those are also two camera recommendations I would give you if you decide to want to just start off YouTube with a camera. A lot of people want to just start off with having the right equipment. That wasn't me. I started off with what I had. I started with my iPhone and we just went from there. So a lot of the other videos you guys seen from last year, except for probably 2 videos, were shot on my iPhone and edited on my iPhone. So for SD cards, you're going to want to get, honestly, my recommendation for SD cards is 128 gigabytes to 500 gigabytes. Honestly, you don't want to do a 64 gig because the storage is going to go really fast, because when you're shooting YouTube videos, you want to shoot a lot of content and then chop it down. It's better to have a lot of content to chop down versus not having enough content. So I would recommend getting a 128 gigabyte or a 500 gigabyte, 256 gigabyte, anything that's over 128, honestly. And again, the tripod, I use 2 or 3 different tripods. The tripod that my camera is on right now, I'll probably record after I'm done and show you guys, because it gets really tall, so I can like take my pictures and everything like that. It also allows me to like put any piece that I want, like for the phone on there too. So if I wanted to, you know, film with my phone, you can use that too. It's a great tripod, and it also turns into a single tripod that you can take out with you as well. So I'll show you guys that. Next is how to film. People ask me all the time, like, how do you film with people watching you and stuff like that? Honestly, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Okay, I realized that people stare once I started to film in the grocery store. That's when I really noticed is that people stare. They want to know what you're doing. They're either being nosy to know what you're doing because they want to do it, or they just want to know what you're doing because that's how people are. Yeah, you just want to make sure paying attention to what you're doing and not what everybody else is doing around you. For your iPhone, the way that you want to film is in the best quality. So you want to film in 4K. I'm actually going to pull it on my phone. What you're going to want to do is make sure that your video, like, open up your settings. I'm going to do it with you guys so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. So you're going to want to open your settings and go to camera. Then you're going to click on record video, and there's going to be all these different options like 720 HD, 30 frames per second, 1080 HD, 30 frames per second. But you're going to want to put it in 4K quality with 60 frames per second. That's high efficiency. That's the best quality that they have for the iPhones currently. So it'll make a difference with your videos. They'll be very clear. The quality will be really good. Same thing for your camera. You're gonna want to, cameras are different, you know, so you're gonna want to go in your settings and actually look for the highest quality that they have on the cameras. But again, most of them are 4K, 60 frames per second. So that's how you're gonna want to film. You'll see the difference between 1080 and 30 frames per second versus 4K quality and 60 frames per second. Okay. Editing. Like I said, you can edit on your iPhone. Now, some apps that I used to edit on the phone when I was using my cell phone to upload videos was Videoleap. That was my favorite one. I actually paid for that so that I can have all the pro features and everything like that. I really like Videoleap, CapCut, and iMovie. There's a few different other ones that people use, but those are the 3 main ones that I use. iMovie takes a lot of storage, so be careful with that. Even though it is a great app, it does take a lot of storage, and that comes with your iPhone. So how to edit. Now, I edit my videos in 3 to 4 segments. So I start off by actually putting all the footage inside of my editing software, and then I start to cut the parts that I don't want. I'll watch the video through, cut the parts that I don't want. Stickers, I add all that stuff second, so that's my second stage of editing. Lastly, I'll add the transition and the music that I'm going to use for the video. So I'll like cut and mute certain parts, you know what I mean, turn certain parts down if I'm speaking over the video, that good stuff. And then the fourth thing that I do for editing is I rewatch the entire video and I make my thumbnail. Thumbnails are a huge important thing for YouTube because you could have the best video and have a terrible thumbnail and nobody's gonna watch the video. That has happened to me. I'm starting to learn how to do the thumbnails. Another thing I want to say with the thumbnails is be original, because a lot of people are doing these aesthetically pleasing thumbnails and they're all starting to look the same. So I'm even changing up my thumbnail style. So make sure that you're being original as far as your thumbnail styles and things like that. Add your own little twists and all those differences to make it yours, okay? Now, how long does editing take? It varies. This is a question that people ask all the time. It varies. If you're a very cut and dry kind of person where you just want to cut it, and add the background music, you don't have any stickers or any memes, no pop-ups, no sounds or anything like that, then it'll probably take you a day to edit, 6 hours, something like that. I've done cut and dry videos taking me a few hours video, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. But for me, whenever I'm putting like stickers and all that stuff, it can take anywhere from 8 hours to 2 days for me to edit. Now, I learned from Vlogmas that you cannot overwhelm yourself with editing, because Vlogmas was so hard. I missed like 5 days of Vlogmas. I won't be doing that this year, missing any days, but I learned real fast that editing takes time, and you need to be able to get up, eat food, drink, use the bathroom, all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So editing is really just however long you decide to take, okay? It's funny because I actually don't love to edit. I love to film, but I'm starting to learn to like editing, you know. It's most people, I feel like, would say that that's the most tedious part, because like I said, you got to do all this stuff and add all these things to it, and it's, you know, if you take the 4-step process like I just said, then it'll take some time, but it'll be worth it. And we're going for quality over quantity this year, okay? Some people hire video editors to edit their videos. Like some of the bigger YouTubers, they hire editors, but I also know some smaller YouTubers who you know, pay people for their intro and their outro, who pay people to edit their actual video, so that they're just filming and worrying about doing other stuff. But as a starting YouTuber, I would say learn how to edit your videos so that if everybody in the planet falls off the planet, or nobody wants to edit anymore, you still know how to do it, you know? So I would say always learn how to do stuff yourself. And then when you feel like you just don't want to do it, then hire an editor, you know? People go by different prices. You can find them online, Instagram. There's a lot of people who do editing on, you know, editors who promote themselves through Instagram. The next thing is how to make your intro and your outro and your thumbnails. So I actually will be posting the third video, which is how to make your intros and your outros, and it'll be in a separate video, the video after this. But I use Video Leap, Canva, and Bazaar to do my thumbnails, intros, and outros. It's the easiest thing. It's actually, let me not lie, it's not easy. It's not easy. It takes time, but those are the easier apps that I use. For YouTube music, I use YouTube. Like, I'll screen record non-copyrighted music, or I'll use whatever music comes on the app, the editing app that I'm using, because they'll have like music. Background music is music that's playing behind your video, so it's gonna be way lower. You're not gonna want to have it so loud that it's overtaking you actually talking on your video. So you just want to make sure that you have the music, though. You don't want to just be silent like this. Like, that's kind of silent. So make sure you're adding music. I felt like I needed to throw that in there because everybody doesn't know, and you, like I said, you guys are new YouTubers, or might be new YouTubers, or might be already YouTubers, but these are still some things that, you know, throw out there for you guys. Video ideas to start with. Now, I'll actually insert the video right here that I have with video ideas you can start on your channel. I have like, I think I did like 25 or 26 of them, so I'll put that right here. Next, how many times should you post? Honestly, you should post 2 times a week. And that's not an if, ands, or buts about it. Get lost in the algorithm. People, you know, will forget about your page or your channel because you're not posting anything, and nobody wants to be subscribed to someone who's never posting anything. Like, why am I subscribed to you? You know, you need to have an editing day and you need to have a shoot day. So an actual day that you shoot the content and an actual day that you edit the content. Some days I'll shoot the content and I'll edit the content in the same days, depending on if I have anything else going on, or if I'm not busy, or if I just feel like doing it. But you need to plan it and schedule your content. This isn't a just wake up one day and just do the content. No, you need to schedule your content, write down the things that you want to do, write down your video ideas. It helps to have papers, or if you're going to do it in your phone, print it out. Don't just have it in your phone, because how many times do we have stuff in our phone, we'll make a note of something or we'll screenshot something and never go back to it. Make sure you have a notepad, or if you're, like I said, write it in your phone. I mean, you can read off your phone too. I've done that before, but I just find it better to have a paper that I can actually look at and read to you guys and stay on track, okay? It can be overwhelming if you try and do it all on the same day, but sometimes I do that. Not recommended, not recommended. How to get subscribers to view your videos. So you're going to want to promote your videos on other platforms, on other social media platforms, like IG, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and even word of mouth. I've had some subscribers see me filming in the store and like, what are you doing? You know, some people are very bold and will ask you what you got going on. And I've had people actually come to my channel from me seeing them at the store and telling them my YouTube channel and actually subscribe to my channel. So hi y'all, if you guys are here from word of mouth, hi. Word of mouth still works, so use it. Another thing that I wanted to say to you guys, because you guys are new YouTubers or just starting your channel, is that the people that you love and that love you are not necessarily going to support you doing YouTube or support your business or support what you have going on. Even if you want them to, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to. There are some people who genuinely will support you because they genuinely love you, and they just want to see you win too. Now, I'm not going to say that none of them are going to support you, but majority of them are not going to support you. I found that people don't support you until it seems like you're doing good, which is crazy, but it's so true, and I'm sorry, but I got to let y'all know. Don't be discouraged or want to stop your channel. Another thing I want to say is don't beg anybody to come to your channel either. Don't beg anybody to try to subscribe to you. If they want to do it, they'll do it. And you'll know who really supports you and who don't. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't check your analytics 1,000 times. That's coming up too, though. But that's where consistency comes in, and just continuing to post and not caring if people don't support you, because you're gonna see it. And I don't want you guys to be discouraged and quit, okay? And I don't want you guys to quit if you are making these videos and you're doing such a good job on these videos and you don't see anybody viewing them or you don't get any subscribers. Wait, don't give up. Don't give up and promote your stuff. Promote yourself until people are tired of seeing you promoting yourself, okay? Some people will unfollow you too on social media if they see you keep promoting yourself. Ain't worried about it, period. Next, I would say also, don't pay anybody to promote you. Some people do that, but I've never seen it work. I have paid promoters before. I've gotten 0 followers, and it's because some of these promoters buy their followers and stuff like that, so they could have 50,000 followers and get 100 likes on their picture because they bought most of those followers, and you're not going to gain anything from that, from paying them to post your stuff, okay? And it also just doesn't bring authentic viewers to your channel. Also be hurtful for your channel because you have all these subscribers and nobody's watching them. Okay, analytics and YouTube Studio. So this is the part that I was talking about as far as not checking your YouTube Studio analytics a million times a day, trying to see who's followed you, who's liked this, who's done this, who's comment on this. It'll drive you crazy. It's fine to check to see where you're going or where you want to get to, but constantly checking it all day, every day. I was one of the people in the beginning. It's like, oh, I wonder who's watching my videos. Oh, I wonder who's subscribed right now. Just do your videos, stay consistent, and upload, and you'll start to see a change in views and subscribers. Okay, so some apps that I think that you should download are YouTube Studio, like I said, which allows you to like you know, add your thumbnail, edit your description, your end cards, things like that. See if anything's copyrighted. You can see all that in YouTube Studio. I'm going to show you what the app looks like. It allows you to see if you're able to get monetized and do the application, everything through there. But it allows you to see all your requirements and everything that you need to apply to get monetized and everything like that. And speaking of being monetized, the requirements for being monetized are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But you guys, there's this new thing that if you have 10 million shorts views in 90 days, then they'll monetize you as well. So you need to have 1,000 subscribers and or 4,000 hours of watch time in 365 days, or 10 million shorts views in 90 days. That's something new that they just added on here, you guys. So if you haven't seen a previous channel talking about that, as far as like how to get monetized for YouTube, and they haven't mentioned that, it's because it's a new feature that YouTube has just come up with. And so if you're watching this video, I just gave you some tea. Shorts are doing really good right now. That brings me to anything new as far as any tools that are new to whatever social media platform that you're using. Like Instagram has Reels and everything like that. YouTube has now created shorts and stuff, like whatever for TikTok and stuff like that. Use those new tools that they release, because any tools that are new to whatever social media platform that you're using, like Instagram has Reels and everything like that. YouTube has now created shorts and stuff, like whatever for TikTok and stuff like that. Use those new tools that they release, because that'll help them to push your channel, simply because you're using something that's new, a new feature. Whatever features that they have that are new, use them. I just want to let y'all know, getting 4,000 hours of watch time is actually really hard. You guys, like, getting to 100 was really freaking hard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, it's hard, but it'll be worth it in the long run. So do it. The next app that you should have is YouTube Tracker. Now YouTube Tracker helps with like your SEO, so like helping you to learn about search engine optimization, which is SEO. It allows you to see how, like I said, your videos are doing, what your viewers are liking, who has just recently subscribed to you, how many views and stuff that you've gotten since you last checked it and everything like that. It allows you to see your progress as far as where you're going to get monetized and everything like that. Really love this app. Really love this app. And TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is one of my other favorite apps that kind of does the same thing as this one. So recommend that you guys get those on your phone. Don't pay attention to any negative or bad comments. People have an opinion, but their opinion is just their opinion. It doesn't, unless you let it matter, it doesn't matter. So the way that you want to get watch hours is by making your videos engaging and informative. Shorts originally before didn't count towards watch hours. It didn't. It still actually doesn't count towards watch hours. Shorts views count as shorts views on its own, now that they've created this own feature. But before they created that feature of you can still get monetized through the shorts, before, none of those watch time, the views that you get on your shorts, they weren't, it doesn't calculate to your public watch hours, if that makes any sense. It doesn't, they don't use those views to count towards your public watch hours. They only use the actual views from your channel, and people need to be watching your videos past 1 minute, I believe, in order for it to actually count towards a watch hour. So just let y'all know some tea. Okay, because I didn't know until I knew. Next thing that I want to say, and this is the last thing that I will say, think of your YouTube as a business. Yes, it is fun, but it's also a business. You need a business email, and you need to put it in your description box. Like I said, because if anybody wants to reach out to you for sponsorships or ambassador programs and stuff like that, they'll have your email. I want you to have a professional business email. Don't give up. It's been plenty of times when I have been like, man, this YouTube thing is not for me. It's not gonna work out. But at the same time, it's like, why would I stop? Why would I stop? Why would I stop? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up because you're not seeing what you want to see in the first year, first 2 years of you doing YouTube, even 3 years of you doing YouTube. Be consistent with what you post and when you post and stuff like that, and you will see a difference. It might, like I said, it might not be today and it might not be tomorrow. You just gotta take yourself serious. Nobody's gonna take you serious. You don't take yourself serious. Okay? Stop. Don't try and be perfect. Okay? The whole point is to make mistakes, to learn from your mistakes in order to know what to do and what not to do. You can only learn by making mistakes. So learn. You know what I'm saying? Create content. Okay? And throw your hearts down there, because I'm subbing to people on YouTube. I'm going to be subbing to people's channel because I want to support other people as well. And like I said, I know you guys are new YouTubers, and even if you're not a new YouTuber, still you came to this video for a reason. So I just wanted to say that I love you guys, and this is going to be a great year for us for this YouTube. Okay, don't give up and just start that thing. Just start it. Just start it. You still thinking about starting it? Right now, you still thinking, I don't know if I should start. Start. You won't regret starting, but you'll regret not starting. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Yeah, go ahead and click that like and that subscribe button. Again, throw some comments down there, some things that you feel like I missed, some questions that you guys have. I love to read the comments from you guys. I love to interact with my subscribers. That's the end of this video, y'all. I hope y'all pick up some of the things that I was talking about and everything that I mentioned as far as like items and stuff like that, like the tripod, the SD card port, flash drive for your phone. It'll all be linked in the description, y'all. It'll all be linked in the description. And again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you guys have a great and amazing year and a start to your YouTube channel. Bye!